Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tarot and the Star. I am your host, Melody. Today, we're going to be covering a case on somebody that's been missing for several years. Her parents were putting so much effort into finding her, and she's never been found. There was a suspect that the police ruled as somebody that possibly could have committed this crime. So we're going to get into it. Let's say our prayer to Archangel Michael first. Archangel Michael, please protect me and my viewers as I conduct this ghost box reading on Tiffany sessions. Please protect us from negative forces, negative entities, negative beings, demonic forces, demonic entities, demonic beings, and do not allow these things to attach to us or attack us as we watch this ghost box now or in the future. Please keep us shielded, Archangel Michael, in white light and protected. Amen. Okay. So Tiffany Sessions, what I got when I looked at her picture, I got somebody that is screaming that they want to be found. Like I pick up from her somebody screaming to find them, screaming with the top of their lungs. I do not believe she is still with us. I pick up energy of somebody that's not here anymore. Spirit energy. So the story with Tiffany Sessions, she went missing on February 9th, 1989. From around 35th Place, Casablanca East Apartments in Florida. She was attending the University of Florida. She was living with a roommate, and she told the roommate, I'm going to go on a power walk. Tiffany's family, they showered her with a lot of love and presence and affection. They loved their daughter. So her dad gave her a Rolex watch. So she went on her power walk with a two-tone silver and gold Rolex watch on her hand, on her wrist, and a Sony Walkman that she was playing music on while she was walking. That was between 4 and 5 p.m. on February 9th, 1989. The suspects in question are somebody named Michael Christopher Knickerbocker, which he said he did it, but then the police don't think he did it. And then Paul Eugene Rolls, which they believe he probably committed this crime because he had committed similar crimes. And he is no longer living, so they cannot prosecute against him. And they didn't get any testimony from him if he committed this, but they found a journal on which he had a funny date, and that was the date of her, of Tiffany going missing. So let's get into it, because I think Tiffany wants to come through and wants to be heard. It's like there's no leads in this case. It's been on America's Most Wanted before, and it was, they had flyers everywhere. They had helicopters. Her dad, Patrick, went all out to try to find his daughter. And I do want to cover this. It's a shame. He put a reward that was $200,000. But like I said before to you guys, we do this not for the money. We do this to find the people. So any clues that come through, if the police or investigators are looking at this and they want to use any of the clues, by all means, go ahead. We don't try to profit off of these things. we do this because we try to help the community to find people and to gather clues as to what happens to them. So, without further ado, let's get into the ghost box. Spirit guides on Tiffany Sessions that went missing on February 9th, 1989 in 35th Place, Casablanca East Apartments in Florida. Tiffany Sessions, if you can come through, your dad, Patrick, and Hillary were both searching for you. You went on a power walk. They never found you. Spirit guides of Tiffany Sessions that went missing on February 9th, 1989 from 35th Place, Casablanca East Apartments in Florida. Spirit guides, did Michael Christopher Knickerbocker have anything to do with the disappearance of Tiffany Sessions, please? Spirit guides of Tiffany Sessions that went missing on February 9th, 1989 from 35th Place, Casablanca East Apartments in Florida. Spirit guides, did Paul Eugene Wells have anything to do with Tiffany Sessions' disappearance, please? Spirit guides of Tiffany Sessions that went missing on February 9th, 1989 from 35th Place, Casablanca East Apartments in Florida. Spirit guides, Elizabeth Foster, another victim of Paul Eugene Rowles, was found in a shallow grave in a wooded area nearby. Is Tiffany Sessions also in that wooded area? Can we find her remains in that wooded area where Elizabeth Foster's remains were found? Spirit guides of Tiffany Sessions that went missing on February 9th, 1989 from 35th Place, Casablanca East Apartments, Florida. Can you tell us, when Tiffany went walking to do her power walk between 4 to 5 p.m., how did the perpetrator approach Tiffany, please? Spirit guides of Tiffany Sessions that went missing on February 9th, 1989 from 35th Place Casablanca East Apartments in Florida. Can you tell us what happened to Tiffany's two-tone silver and gold Rolex watch, please? Thank you so much for coming through. And the reason why I asked that, you guys, is because sometimes these perpetrators, they take a souvenir with them, or it could have been taken to a pawn shop and pawned, and that would be a clue as to who could have committed this crime. Okay, moving on. Spirit guides of Tiffany Sessions that went missing on February 9th, 1989 from 35th Place Casablanca East Apartments in Florida. If Tiffany is no longer with us today, does Tiffany have any final messages for her dad, Patrick, or Hillary? They've been looking for her forever. Does she have any messages that she wants to relay to her parents, please? Thank you so much for coming through, Spirit Guides of Tiffany Sessions, or Tiffany Sessions if you came through and you're no longer with us. Thank you for coming through. And thank you, any Spirit Guides that came through that wanted to speak on behalf of Tiffany Sessions and provide comments or clues. Thank you for coming through. We are ending the session with you all now, and we are saying goodbye to you all now. We are ending the session with you all now, and we are saying goodbye to you all now. Goodbye. We are ending the session. Goodbye. And for those of you still watching Tarot and the Star, I felt like she wanted, it's like she wanted to relate what happened. But I got a strong sense of somebody screaming, kind of like, tell them this, you know, that kind of thing. But I don't pick up that she is still with us. I don't pick that up. It's energy of the spirit. Let's see what else I'm getting. Tremendous love and appreciation to the father, Patrick. for the outpouring of everything you've done, and for the mom's continuation, Hillary's continuation in creating from this tragedy. It's like Hillary started up organization, or she is part of an organization that helps in situations like this. I don't know what that is, but it's like appreciation for being a part of an organization or a group or something like that. She appreciates that both her parents put a lot of effort and time into finding her, and she does want to be found, is what I'm getting, the strong impression. She wants to be found so she could be laid to rest. I pick up from her also some kind of violent attack. I pick up the word aggressive. Yeah. So this was something that was awful. Whatever happened to her, it was awful. I'm going to leave it there. I don't want to dive too deep into the dark. So I will leave it there. Let's wish Tiffany Sessions light and love, on which I project to her right now. Tiffany Sessions, you are very much loved and cared about, and your family will continue to love you and care about you, and people will continue to follow your story and have good memories as well. I see friends that have good memories of you. So we project light and love and joy to you, Tiffany Sessions. Beautiful soul. She would have actually been, I see like a high business manager, like a head of something, if she would have continued. That's what I do see. She was smart. Yeah. So thank you so much for joining me with Tarot and the Star, and watching these videos and liking them, because it gets it out into the algorithm for other people to see it. Thank you for the love and support you're showing to this channel, and to me. I really appreciate it. I do this channel to help out others. You know, I don't profit off of the missing. I don't believe in that. I use my energy to try to connect with them on Ghost Box, as well as whatever comes to me, I will relate to you. So I don't charge for that. That's, you know, if there's any reward money that comes through from any of these missing, and it is connected to this channel here, we will give that reward money to do DNA research, because I strongly believe, you know, in finding the missing. So that's what I would do if any reward money came from any of these missing. But that's not why I do this. I do this just because I care about what's going on with the lives of others out there, and to provide closure to the families. That's why I do this. So thank you so much for joining me with Tarot and the Star. I appreciate every single one of you. Until the next one. Bye now.